What if I told you, once again, this is the second time I've done this particular subject, but what if I told you that, again, you can tell when a restaurant is about to close? And I ran into this morning at the Forest Lake Perkins. What's happened in this particular instance is that they did not have an entire order for me based on their walk-in cooler being, or walk-in, yeah, basically walk-in cooler being broken down. When these things start happening, a restaurant is close to its final legs, and you start having these breakdowns of obviously very old equipment that they have either not replaced or repaired in the past. When these things start slipping, a restaurant is eventually going to be doomed. And again, what's happened at this place is that labor, as usual in Forest Lake, they can't keep anybody there. The food in the restaurant, the menu is to the point where there's no reason for anybody under the age of 60 to walk in here and eat. There's no reason, not in this town where there's plenty of other better options. You know, they have an old stale, tired menu, and the parking lot, even on a Friday or Saturday night, tends to be on the empty side. And I don't think there's a single person in there, even on a weekend night, under the age of 60. So there's no reason for anybody to be there. But then when you start having mechanical breakdowns, labor issues, delivery order speed is sacrificed. And in addition, this Perkins is also using 2 ghost kitchen concepts, which is a sign of desperation. Now, ghost kitchens do have a place, but I think a lot of these places that are part of chains, if they're struggling, they will try to use a ghost kitchen concept to basically try to pass themselves off as a quote-unquote local option. But there's nothing local about Papa Corzon's Quesadillas or Mr. Beast Burger, which are the ghost kitchen concepts that this particular Perkins happens to use. And then when corners start getting cut on operations like this, they're on their last legs. These are the same things that happened at the Pizza Hut here towards the very end. Their dining room was closed on the regular, and they also had equipment issues, such as with their pizza ovens, where they couldn't run more than 1 pizza at a time through the oven. Things like that were happening there. And so now with a walk-in cooler being down, I've rejected every Perkins order this morning here, and probably will for the next few days, because I don't trust that they're going to get this REM issue fixed. And what happened was I went to the Perkins, and they told me that of the mechanical problem with the walk-in, and therefore they didn't have the order. They didn't have none of the food was going to be available. I simply just canceled it, and it being inside of Uber, we don't have very many orders, and therefore I also don't have to cancel very many, so it's not going to hurt me very much within that particular app. My completion rate in DoorDash is also 100%, so I'm going to also do a second episode about that particular subject because we have some complaints on some forums. People don't know the difference between a completion rate and acceptance rate. So I'm going to have a second video right behind this one about that particular subject. But yes, what if I told you that operational problems at a restaurant are foreshadowing a potential closure? The restaurant is tired, the menu is tired, and even the building is tired. This building, I believe, was built in the 1960s, it looks like. It's been there for many years. At our main corner of our main street, Interstate 35, which is why I'm sure that location exists to begin with. It's not one of the nicer restaurants that are on the lakefront that we have around here. The Perkins is close to the freeway. And again, old menu, old building, tired facilities, labor struggles, you name it. Their closure will not have a huge impact on our particular market because, well, first of all, they don't have much business at all right now. There's not much business to be ferreted out to other places like the Pizza Hut. Well, the Pizza Hut didn't have much either. Same effect when the Pizza Hut here closed. Same thing. Not much of an impact. Now, when the Chanticleer Pizza here closed, it may turn Papa John's into just a booming, booming, booming place. This will not happen when the Perkins closes. It's not if it closes, it's when it closes. I think that they have a year or less remaining on it. So we'll call this one good for now. I will talk to you folks on the next one, which will be coming right behind it. Thank you very much, and as always, peace out, homies.